Hey, what are you doing, Butters? Is it cold? Say hey, Butters. She doesn't know what to do. She's like, why did you let me outside? Butters, you got a lot of people on the internet who want to say, hey, where you going? Butters, how you gonna leave everybody hanging like that? Oh, she's venturing into the yard. Chris, nah, don't think so. Where you going, Butters? Her teeny little paw print tracks. Luke, I'm not sure yet. It's still all coming down. Tim's in here. Tim made homemade hot chocolate. Made it on the stove. Can you take any more of it? We don't want any more. Sure. We'll take it all. Interesting enough, I actually have the Corolla wagon over here warming up. Can't even hear it right. Sorry about that. Got snow tires on your car, Chris. Yep. I put them on there a few weeks ago. Like I said, I got it warming up. She's getting there. We're gonna take the Corolla wagon. That thing will plow right through it. Yeah, it's still coming down. Hang on, guys. Being stupid. There we go. We should be live again. Should be anyway. I think we're live. Peanut came outside and he went right the hell back inside. He didn't want to have anything to do with it today. Let's see, let me turn that around. There we go. I should have started the live stream before I started the Toyota. Don't like to take the white Corolla on the roads. Well, the white Corolla does all right. However, the tires on the white Corolla are not so good. They have been on their last couple threads here, coming towards the end of summer, And we've already had a few snows this year, and you can just tell those tires are worn out. And I only had one set of snow tracks, so I put them on the station wagon. So this one's I've got the both the front ones are snow tires, but they're from last season, and they're just no good. So hey, Butters, what are you doing hiding down here? Good morning, Mikey. Hey, sweetie, look at all the snow on you. You want to come back inside? Okay, let's go. Come on, let's go. Well, good morning. Yeah, it was. They always forecast as something different. Okay, question. You have a cat? Yeah. Got a dog somewhere. Peanut, you want to say hello? You want to say hey, Peanut? You want to say hey? Say good morning. Say good morning, everybody. Oh, you're excited now. Say good morning. So there's Peanut and there's Butters. Does anybody get the joke? If you bought a diesel truck, what would you get, Ford or Chevy? Uh, Really depends on your budget. Because price is a big factor. So, uh, bang for your buck, the 7.3 is gonna last forever. So, does the new Honda at the scrapyard run? Um, which Honda? Well, thanks, Mikey. I do appreciate that. Tundra. I like Tundra. Guess what? It snowed in Georgia again. Dang. How much did y'all get down there in Georgia? Ah, the rat. My favorite car. My favorite car that I own, or and Chris, a Toyota fan. What sort of started it was I bought my first Corolla years ago. I was looking for a cheap car. I had a BMW E30 and loved the E30. The engine died in the E30, and I just needed something cheap, so I sold the E30 for parts, and the money I got from that I ended up with a Corolla. You see the new 2018 Toyota Corolla. I did, along with the Toyota Camry, um, both of which got redesigned for 18. I swear the new Camry, the front of it has like a Tesla look to it. I know it's stupid because it's completely different, but something about the brand new Camrys and that hard line that it has for the little grill, it's like a little T. Looks like a Tesla in the front. It resembles, I guess, to me anyway. You guys, it probably doesn't. Town car, Grand Marquis. In '95, I'd probably take the town car. 91 F350 Power Joke. Go back 2 more years and get the 6.9. Weren't the BMW E30 more known as drifting? I don't know. I think they were just a good all-around car. People use them for rallies and autocrosses and like touring cars. and you could build them however you wanted, and the six-cylinder was bulletproof. So, and what was the other one I missed? What type of Cadillac do you got? I've got a CTS. Any? Huh? Oh yeah, the 18 Honda Accord. Nope, no opinion on the Honda Accord. Um, Focus RS or Subaru? That's a hard one. Actually, no, it's not. Probably the Focus RS. If you're buying a Subaru, you're just buying it for the name. We've got some 305s. Old Ford trucks, of course. Now, before I get a whole bunch more comments, I got a question for you guys. This is pertaining to Toyota Corollas and anyone with information about the AE 101 and 102 body style. So this is a question for you guys. Overseas in Japan, there was an option for the Toyota Corollas to have fog lights. They were not traditional fog lights. Um, you could get them bumper mounted, but it was kind of rare to see. There was a touring version of the grills that went in the 11 and the, what was the other Corolla? The 11 and I think the 11 GT and the Caldina. Maybe I think I've got that right. And the grills, which I'm talking about, Toyota Corollas from 93 to 97, which is the AE 101 and 102 body style for the US market, has a very thin, narrow grill, just a teeny little one. But they had fog lights in the grill. Um, Anybody understand what I'm talking about? Do they know what I'm talking about? You can probably Google it. I follow a bunch of Toyota Corolla pages on Facebook, and every now and then you see one of those really rare grills pop up that have the fog lights made into the grill, and they're small. They're just about this tall and about that long, but um, so someone knows what I'm talking about, right? I'm not just an idiot here. Well, anyway, those grills, if you find one used, are literally priced like close to $300. They're ridiculous for a similar to an early 90s Mercury Sable. Yeah, sorta. Um, there's a Dodge Ram that drives around with a light behind the grill up near me. Yeah, it's they're sort of like that, but I made one because I couldn't justify $300 on one of those grills. They were just that was ridiculous for a car that I didn't pay much more than that for it. So here's what I've done. Oh, can't rotate it. This is a back it up a little bit. That is the grill from a 95 US market uh, Corolla. And those are the Adrian, I don't know why they're so expensive, but they are mostly because it wasn't optional in the States. But this is what I did. I built me one because I couldn't afford one. And I took a standard grill. I think it came out of like a 94, 95, something like that. Now, they're all about the same for the US market. And then these lights are actually those, I think they're called the daytime running lights on the first generation Chevrolet S10 Blazers, the mid 90s ones. And I notched, this is a very rough example because this was the first one I ever made, but this is the first one I built. And these are the running lights out of like a 95 Chevrolet S10 Blazer. And so we cut the grill out through there, and I notched the corners on it to fit these lights through. Mikey, they are a ripoff. That's why I'm trying to build them. And so this so far, and I saved the harnesses. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wire these in through a relay through my high beam signal. So when I kick the high beams on, they'll come on. I thought about making them come on with the low beams, but I want to be able to turn them off. And I might even go back. Someone else give me a. I need a Toyota. Sorry, I need a Toyota fog light switch, just a little rectangle switch. But I've seen them online for sale, but I don't know what all came with those little rectangular fog light switches. So does anybody know of Tundras or Siennas or Camrys, Avalons, anything that came with a rectangular fog light switch? Just a teeny little pop out fog light switch. Because if that's the case, an aftermarket switch work. Yes, it would, but Toyota made some of their cars with fog lights, and they had a nice, clean little rectangular button. And I would really like to have one of those factory buttons to put somewhere in the car so that I've got a true fog light button for my fog lights. And I'm also going to put fog lights in the lower half of the bumper. So I'd like to have a professional looking switch. Well, thank you. Dan, I really took my time on it. The edges are really, really rough. You can see it's cut squared. I'm going to build another one of these grills now that I know I can do it. And I'm going to use a Dremel to make my notches in the top next time so that I can round the edges so that you won't see that ugly, jagged mess. So... the Corolla's still out here running and the snow's still coming down. I don't know if you can see it. Looks to be a 1960. In the back, it's sitting in a shed below. Somebody broken the shed in the garage door collapsed in. I don't think they had the S10 in Chevrolet. That might be something like a Love or a predecessor to the Love. So, which Corolla is it going on? Oh, the blue Mustang that's wrecked in the front. I'll try to get to it. And the grill is going to go in the Corolla Rally Wagon. The blue one over there. I want the grill to go in it. I think that would look pretty good since I'm going to put the other fog lights that I have in it. I figured those 4 fog lights, the 2 that I put in the grill and the 2 I'm going to put in the bumper, I think all that'll work together really nice. Dang, iPhone batteries die so quick. This thing's already about dead. So I'm going to have to jump off here real quick. I'll throw this phone on charge. iPhones charge just as fast as they die. So it won't take me probably 15, 20 minutes. It'll be all right again. And we're going to go for a drive. And I don't know if I'm going to have enough data to make the drive. So I might film it regularly with a regular camera. And then I'll upload it. And it'll be uploaded today. How's your S10 with the keyless start? It died. The block froze, pushed all the freeze plugs out, and ran hot. So, don't you just love 8-degree weather? But, custom make a vented hood. Okay, Chris, overseas, another thing, they made Toyota Corollas with a 4AG ZE supercharged engine. Those Corollas did have a hood with some type of ram air. I can't find one. I've seen one picture online of a Corolla wagon with a 4AGZE supercharged engine in it with that hood that was vented across the top for the supercharger. It was some type of cooler thing for the supercharger on top, and I cannot find one anywhere. I'd pay good money for one of those hoods, but I can't find one. So maybe I can find me a Subaru hood. I can cut the Subaru center out and have it welded into mine and bondo it all up so it looks pretty. So, and it's the iPhone 6 Plus. That's what I got. Okay, guys, I'm going to jump off here, charge this bad boy back up. Thanks for the 54 of you that came in here and all the guys that commented. We will be back later, and really appreciate that. We'll see you soon.